Well, in this video, I'm just going to discuss just a little bit about autism. Now, obviously, I'm not going to give you any information you already don't know. I'm not going to be able to explain to you how to deal with children with autism or any of that. I do deal with a few kids that have autism. They have behavioral problems also. But this is not what the point of the video is, dealing with them. Okay, a couple of weeks ago, I was at one of those big chain grocery stores, Sam's Club. Okay, there was this guy, he's probably almost 20 years old, obviously was autistic and had certain behavioral problems. You know, he's yelling at his father, shut up, shut up. That's basically all he was doing, was shut up, telling people shut up. He wanted to try to talk to him, shut up. You know, but you could tell that this guy was autistic, okay? So most people just ignored him. Of course, this one guy said, why don't you mind? Why don't you mind? And then the cashier, you know, that was serving me, you know, well, the person in front of me, you know, ringing up her stuff and try to tell him, you know, the guy's autistic. And he's like, well, my brother has a mental capacity of a 5-year-old and he doesn't act like that. They're just taking advantage. Now, I do agree that sometimes people who have mental deficiencies may take advantage and use it to their advantage. Some of them, you know, maybe ones that are more functional to get what they want. However, it doesn't mean all of them are doing that. And just because his brother has certain mental deficiencies and his brother acts a certain way doesn't mean that everyone else with mental deficiencies or mental issues behave that way. This guy obviously has behavioral problems, you know, autism and behavioral problems. Eventually, you know, they left, you know, I think they had to get somebody to help him with the groceries because the guy was having a fit. He still was obeying his father, you know, even though he kept telling his father to shut up. Now, here's another thing. Sometimes, you know, check out the videos about autistic children. Please do that. You see how they, you know, some of them blow up in grocery stores or the mall or anything like that. You know, and read the comments. There's always these people talk about, well, spank them, that will cure it. Spank them, that'll make them behave. Spank them, spank them, spank them, spank, spank, spank. Now, I do agree that I don't see a problem with spanking children if they are misbehaving. Up to a point, you know, don't go crazy with it. However, I've seen what happens if you are foolish enough to spank an autistic child, especially if they have behavioral problems. You think that that child is misbehaving now, once you smack them? Oh my goodness, you better have all your valuables, all your breakables locked up, because they will break everything in sight. You think they were loud before? Oh man. You haven't seen nothing until you hit an autistic child. I never did it because I'm not that foolish. I mean, I can't hit a child. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't even spank a child. But you think that child, before, I mean, they'll throw things off the wall, rip phones. I mean, they just go ballistic, even more, worse than they were. I don't know everything about autism, you know, everything by dealing with some kids. You know, I see how they are. You know, really, what I've noticed with autistic children, at least the ones that I've dealt with, that if you're understanding towards them and you're loving and they see that you are not going to blow up and get like hateful towards them, and you know, they tend to be respectful to you and they will even apologize for it. Some of them will apologize for their behavior a little bit later on because they can't always control it, and that's probably another problem with why they blow up, is that they're blowing up. They don't know why they're doing it, but they don't really want to do it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, so I don't know. But especially if they have behavioral problems. I mean, you know, it's just that's the way and this is another point I want to make for parents. Okay, if your children act up in stores or anything like that, don't be embarrassed by it. Don't. I'm not a parent. And I never will be. I mean, look at me. Who would want to have children with me? But anyways, don't be embarrassed by it, okay? I understand, because I've went places with children. I understand that they're going to sometimes act up and blow up. It ain't nothing to do with you. You're not a bad parent. Doesn't mean you're a bad parent. Doesn't mean the child's a bad kid. It's just, you know, kids are kids, right? Feel free to like, subscribe. Feel free to watch any of my other videos. Free to leave a comment. I don't read comments, but feel free to leave a comment. I won't be reading them. Feel free to check out the description. Thanks. And please try to be understanding towards autistic children and children with mental issues, okay? Because people can't help it. Some of them they just can't. Same with adults. And yeah, I understand some of them do use as taking advantage of people. Some of them probably do, some of the more functional ones, but most of them, you know, aren't doing that, especially young children. Thanks.